So guys, before we get into today's video, I want you to take a moment to ponder over this question. Is that all? Is that all there is to the life that you want for yourself? If you take a moment to ponder on the decisions that you made throughout today, are they likely to steer you in the direction in which you want to see yourself? A year from now, if you should continue making those same decisions, whom will you be? And would you be happy with that version of yourself? If no, then let's talk about it. Let's talk about reinventing ourselves. Let's talk about waking up and making the decisions that represent the best version of our future self. And to do that, let's look at these few points I want to share with us today. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Franca, and on this channel we talk all things that allow us to become better versions of ourselves. And today, the first thing I want us to talk about is to let hair go. It's time to let a part of your present self that you love so much but it's not serving you go. To get a clear and radiant skin, you need to exfoliate and shed off the dead skin that makes your skin look dull. And that is the same thing with reinventing yourself. You cannot be transformed if you're not willing to shed off the part of your old self that stagnates you. What bad habits have you become so used to that even though it stifles your flow, you're not willing to let it go? Sometimes the very things we love are the things that we need to give up so we can have a better life. Reinventing yourself is all about shedding off the parts of you that are not serving you. The next thing I want us to talk about is getting in touch with our values. So once you let go from your life what is not serving you need to take time to reflect on what really makes your life meaningful and purposeful. What are the experiences in your life or ones you can add to your life that will give you inner peace? By knowing your values, you'll be able to attract more of what you want into your life. If there's a vast difference between your values and the life you're living now, that might bring tension and discomfort into your life. But once you know your values and stick to them, you'll be able to understand yourself more and align your goals in a direction that helps you to achieve them faster and with less resistance. Next thing I want us to talk about in reinventing ourselves is to stop focusing on them. And these are the people that you admire so much that you now no longer have a life of your own. You essentially can no longer be yourself because you think that being like them is the only way to make your life better. The good thing about having idols is that it gives you a perspective from which you operate from, but that does not mean that you should throw yourself away entirely. Figure out how best you can apply what you learn from them into your life instead of trying to embody everything that they represent. Ditch the fear of not fitting in and stop masquerading yourself behind another woman's personality, because that isn't allowing you to step into your confidence era and be the woman of your dreams. Next thing I want us to talk about is to get rid of limiting beliefs. The mindset you have about your ability to change your life in the direction in which God leads you is very important. Whatever you believe is possible will be possible, and whatever you believe is not possible would not be possible. And so how you think about yourself and the ability to change yourself is very important. Anything that contradicts how well you think about yourself is a limiting belief. Accommodating limiting beliefs can trigger negative emotions in your life and cause you a lot of stress and frustration. Take time to go through all your limiting beliefs, write them down if possible, and work on them one at a time. It could be self-doubt, self-hatred, or lack of confidence in your abilities. One greatest limiting belief of all time is fear. When it grips you, it puts your life on hold. The next step to reinventing yourself is simplifying your life. You would like to position your life in a way that makes it easy to step into actions that make your life comfortable. If you constantly feel like you need to put certain things together to achieve your goals, then you would like to position your life in a way that makes it easy for you to step into actions that makes your life comfortable. The next way to reinvent ourselves is to get rid of people, places, things, and distractions that keep us going back to our old habits. Swap your old habits that are not serving you for good ones and find a way to get the same pleasure you used to get without having to go back into your limiting habits, without having to go back into your old self. So I'm a very big fan of soft drinks, especially malts. But I realized that what I actually craved was not the malt or any other juice, but the cold feeling I have after drinking a chilled juice. So now I am replacing majority of my juice time with chilled water. That gives me the pleasure of feeling refreshed without having to go drink a lot of sugar into my system, which ends up making me fat. And you wouldn't want to just spring into action once you decide to change your habits, because that has a probability of making you get exhausted faster and you abandon your decision to change yourself. Next thing I want to talk about is to keep checking in on yourself. Reinventing yourself shouldn't just be a 9-day wonder, because the more we age, the more we face challenges that make us forget ourselves and lose ourselves completely. Find out the things that work for you personally and use them to constantly revamp your life. And replace them if they work for you, or replace them if you don't like them. Have it in mind that you are your lifelong project and work in progress. Therefore, maintenance culture is key to have yourself in check and not be taken by surprises. What are some strategies that you think will help us reinvent ourselves? Feel free to share with us in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because that means a lot to me. Thank you for watching, and till I see you next time, take care of yourself.